Hello, my name is Andrew Ross. I've lived with my family in Mannings Heath since 2001. The whole of the second half of my career was in the charity sector. I ran a service for very disabled children at Tadworth in Surrey for some 20 years, and after I retired, was offered a very nice job as a grant giver for a family foundation based in Reigate. So I've been for a long time a fundraiser, and now latterly I've been as a trustee of a grant giving foundation and as a part-time director of another, somebody who spends money on good causes, which I've enjoyed doing very much. Look, charities are extremely worried about what is happening now and about what is going to happen. An awful lot of fundraising activities have had to stop. Charity shops are all closed, but at the same time some charities are experiencing greater demand and are going to experience even greater demand. In the short term, most well-managed charities will have some reserves set by for the rainy day, which should tide them through for at least a few months, 6 months, maybe a year. But towards the end of this year, I think we're going to see some smaller charities, perhaps some big ones too, really suffering. Now, this year, of course, the London Marathon's been deferred. One hopes it will take place in the autumn and that there'll be a surge of popular giving. An awful lot of fundraising has had to stop. We know that increasingly people use social media to communicate, and electronic giving has been increased. It's extraordinary to see how Captain, I think he's now Colonel Tom, by walking in his back garden, touched people's hearts. So if you can touch people's hearts in the way that he did, people are extraordinarily generous. So that's a positive sign for the future. But I think the other thing is it's now terribly easy to, with internet banking and sort of Just Giving websites, you can make a donation very quickly and easily and painlessly. There's no administrative hassle. There was also the National Emergencies Trust. Again, this is the public responding to a national scheme that was put in place by the government. I gather that it has raised about 40 million and spent about 20 of that so far, essentially through the community foundations. And they are organisations who are well placed to access the different pockets of need. They know where there is stress and need in society. We hear talk about the British economy declining by as much as 10% or more. Well, charities are going to suffer in exactly the same way. The government offered the charity sector a rescue package of 750 million. Great, but in a sector that a year or so ago was recorded as turning over a total of £50 billion, that government intervention is not going to go anything like far enough.